Okay, we're here. We're ready to go. New Nikke event, y'all know how it goes. Gonna have a little bit of fun doing that. First and foremost, I have the tickets. We'll try once. I'm gonna laugh if I got it.
Armament check. Armament check. I'll be part
Holy
of your
shit,
platoon
just...
from here on out.
Well.
I'm Swy, a sophomore.
Yeah, we're not rolling a second time. Is she limited? If she's not if she's limited, I will buy this outright. If not, I probably don't care enough. Because I'm not gonna roll a second time for her. Well, maybe next week, since we'll still have that roll. Yeah, actually just check the patch notes real quick. Pick up recruitment. I wanted the patch notes. 4% chance, da da da. She will be available in ordinary recruits. Okay. Yeah, so I don't really feel the need for her as much. But let's go for the event. May 8th. Wow. It's definitely not May 8th now. I went on a 10-day resort down south. The balmy air, the blazing sun, the vast open sea. Fruits ripened to perfect sweetness. People full of life roamed all around. Just sitting there and taking it all in was delightful, so I stayed for quite a while. I got a bit too much sun, and now my shoulders look like tomatoes. I guess I need to pack stronger sunscreen when visiting these hotter regions. August 2nd. I took a 16-day trip to a snowy mountain range in the north. I had never seen such breathtaking scenery in my life. The world was blanketed in pure white, and not even the freezing temperatures could diminish the magic. And of course, I gave up halfway up the mountain. I thought I was in decent shape, but this one was just too much. Still, I snapped a great photo at a scenic spot along the way, so it was still worth it. If I ever get another chance, I'd love to come back someday. October 21st. I'm going underground because, get this, of an alien invasion of some kind. They're calling this place the Ark. I've explored some ruins and underground caves before, but this is the first time going down this deep. Looks like I'll be staying here for a while, so I'll treat it like a break and try to relax. Once the aliens are dealt with, I'll be off to another exciting trip in no time. I just hope the aliens don't damage the surface too much. There's still so many regions and cities that I want to see. And there's one place in particular that I absolutely have to return to. Traveling is off the table. I've waited decades, but returning to the surface is still forbidden. I'm trapped here in the Ark. Wow. Dad, look over there. It's so pretty. They certainly are. These buildings are quite impressive, and look how beautiful that park is. Feels nice to get away for a while, doesn't it? Yeah. It feels like we're on a real trip. Ooh, look at that building over there. Ah. Oh my. You alright? I'm sorry, my daughter is just really excited. What's so pretty about these boring old buildings? Why all the fuss? I think they're pretty. Pah. What a little snot-nosed kid like you now. Next stop, Plaza Station. Plaza Station, doors will open on the left. Come on, honey. This is our stop. Okay. Beep, beep, beep. No fun door. Nothing ever goes my way. The train is about to depart. If you haven't boarded yet, please do so now. Beep, beep, beep. So wait, are we saying we have someone who's been alive long enough to see the surface and remember it on this oh dear god. Nikke, what are you doing with the goddamn timeout? Celine looks absolutely adorable. Either that or this is Celine before the AZX bombing. It'd be funny. I don't think that's going to be what we go with here, but it'd be funny.
It seems the status
I'm also
of
looking
Red
forward to a
Home.
Jackal getting her skin this event, or not this week, but I think she'll be getting the skin like next week, week after. I'm looking forward to it. I
What do you
absolutely
think?
adore
Can we all
Jackal.
feel the dignity befitting a king?
Excuse me, Lilian. I'm just gonna try one more roll for her. See if Celine would like to come home. I want, the gambler in me wants to keep rolling until I get her. She's not limited though, she's not really worth it. I might get used tickets later, I'll try one more time next week probably, just because that's what I do, but... Okay, this is kind of jovial. If there's one thing about Nikke, I will literally just sit here bobbing my head to the music for a hot minute. It really does fit with the train theme too. This feels like some type of ambiance you'd see for like a movie scene. Especially with Celine over here. Alright, what's the team we're gonna be using? She's getting a new skin soon. Yeah, I was just talking about that too. I'm looking forward to that. I keep forgetting I have those. Okay, it won't really matter what team I end up going with
It's
because
ready to
it'll
make it a
work fine no matter what.
Where at?
At this point, honestly.
All right. Is the festival already over? That's too bad.
This team works perfect. Nora and Blanc buff each other, and then Naga gets some extra oomph. And these three just exist for my tickets. I think I have the power to just blitz no matter what team I do, though. Ahem. This is the last train service for today. Please ensure you've collected all your belongings before exiting. We thank you for traveling with us today and wish you a pleasant journey. Oh, that's a wrap. Great work today, Brid. Thank you. You and Celine did great too. I'm not done yet. Oh right, you're on closing duty this week. I can switch with you if you're really tired. Who said anything about being tired? I won't hear another word of it. If you're not tired, could it be that you're scared? After all, you'll be alone checking the train when no one else is around. That's ridiculous. Why in the world would that scare me? I'm not a little kid. I think I actually, I've had a chance to talk with someone who actually did used to do security at train stations. Like full badge, they were checking the cars. This was decades ago when they did this, apparently, but it is a job that needs doing, otherwise people will stay on those cars forever. It's an interesting one, too. But one that also might require violent force that Nikke can't do. Once we arrive, you two go ahead and clock out. Wait! I just realized something. They turned these three into Nikke because they were involved in the AZX bombing. But they're Nikke, so they can't harm any humans who would make another attempt on the train. Okay, I feel like that's a plot hole that just all of us have been missing. I'll wrap things up and clean up the train before I leave. Very well. We're leaving in your capable hands. We're counting on you. That or they have the inhibitors turn off like Perilous Siege. Car 1, no trash, no lost items, all clear. Lights out in car 1. One by one, the lights in the carriage start to go. Oh, good here. Just one car left. I knew this wouldn't be a big deal. I've done this tons of times. No reason to be scared. I'm not some little kid. Huh? What is that? Some trash. Are the cleaning robots on the fritz? Who's there? Identify yourself or I'll shoot. Good grief. What is that infernal racket? Pipe down, will you? A human? Would you expect a ghost who died of old age? No. What are you doing here? What does it look like I'm doing? I'm sitting. That's not what I meant. What are you doing in a train that's out of service? You listen to me, whippersnapper. You better watch your tone. Whippersnapper. I'm not a kid. I'm a crew member of this train. That makes it even more outrageous. Is that how a crew member should speak to a passenger? Just get off, will you? The train's done for the day. Can't even find it in you to ask politely, can you? Instead, you just go around screaming your lungs out. Kids these days have no manners at all, I tell you. What if I don't want to leave? Then you're being a public nuisance? We'll call the police. Yeah. Be my guest. I'll take a nap while we wait. What? Wake me up when they get here. What in the world is going on? I'm kind of sad that my theory immediately gets disproven. I thought it would have been really clever if we did the event watching them from different perspectives and then we get the AZX bombing and we can all cry about that being Jolene's previous self. I am 100% calling bullshit if she is pre-arc though. That. Man, I'm really tired, I guess. Oh, it's also really cold where I am, so I have my cloak from my D cosplay ready just to keep me warm.
Can enjoy the festival again.
This thing has been great. I've literally been wearing it to school. Just wear it to work. No, my boss would probably ask me what the fuck is wrong with me. Hello there, Celine. You've been working hard, I see. Holy finally, what took you so long? Anyway, please do something about this old lady. She said she's refusing to get off the train, even though service is over for the day. That's right. She was just not trying to hitch a free ride. No, I checked. She has a valid ticket. I see. Alright, take me to her. This way. Celine leads Polly to the last car of the train. Is this her? Yeah. I tried everything, but I can't get her to wake up. By the end, she was even hurling insults at me, and she just fell asleep like it was nothing. It's gotta count as a public nuisance. Something, right? Yeah, that counts. And saying you have no manners, she's the one who needs some manners. Alrighty, I'll try waking her up. Ahem. Ma'am, could you please wake up? Huh? Who are you? I am Officer Polly from the ACPU. I received a report from one of the crew members on this train. Apparently, she found you sleeping after the train was done for the day. Oh dear heavens, I don't know what's gotten into me. I must have dozed off. Have I been keeping you from going home? Yeah? Sorry about that, miss. I'll get off right away. And officer, I'm sorry you had to come all this way for nothing. Now that I'm older, these things happen every so often. I see. May I ask where you live? Where are we exactly? Actually, this is the AZX train depot. A bit further in from the end of the line. Oh, yeah, that's so far from my place. Don't worry, I'll escort you home. I really hate to trouble you like this. It's no problem, ma'am. part of my job as an officer of the law. Wait a second. You're acting totally different from before. You're calling me all sorts of names a while ago, and now you're calling me Miss? And before I couldn't wait. Celine, as someone who works with the public, you don't question it. You just let them go. You just let them leave. So it's not your problem anymore. Celine, what? Polly approaches Celine and whispers softly. At her age, memories can get a little fuzzy sometimes. I'm not excusing her behavior, but I think it might be best to let her go home today. Oh, that could be it. I guess there's no reason to get so upset. I'll make sure she gets home safely, so don't you worry about anything. Okay, just keep her out of trouble. Will do. Ma'am? Yes, Mitch? I'm sorry for yelling at you earlier. And thank you for riding with us today. Of course. You're a fine crew member, you know that. See you around, Celine. I see ya. The next night. Well, if it isn't the locomotive Lamborghini. We're gonna be doing this every day this week, aren't we?
Let me show you what
Reminds me of the lady we had at the store I work at. Not an employee, but a customer who'd come in like every so often and just wait in one of the sections to see how long until we kicked her out. Like literally would just refuse to leave at closing time until we told her, ma'am, you need to go check the hell out now. We cannot have you stay here for any longer. Some people. Hello again, ma'am. Why are you talking so nicely all of a sudden? Don't you mouth off like you did yesterday. I didn't realize you were unwell. I misspoke yesterday. Unwell? Me? Prat! You really fell for that innocent old lady act I pulled yesterday? Okay. Getting caught by the popo would be a real pain in the neck. So's my acting. I'm a great thespian, aren't I? Ugh, what's wrong with this lady? You should see your face. Absolutely priceless. Oh my gosh, you're not gonna leave again, even if I tell you to. That's right, I'm not going anywhere. Why are you doing this? Don't you have anywhere else to go? You could say that. You said you were going home yesterday. I did. I have a place where I can eat and sleep. You're impossible to talk to. Fine, do whatever you want. Okay? Giving up already? You said you're not leaving, so what else can I do? I'll put up with it today, but I'm telling Diesel and Bird tomorrow. Why not call the cops again? If you put in another bravo performance like you did yesterday, I'll be the one who ends up looking crazy. Besides, I'd feel bad calling Polly over again at this hour. She's got enough on her plate. I can hold out for one night, no problem. She's not sure. So you're planning to stay up all night and keep watch on me? Yep. Foolish kid. Fine, do your worst. Do 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 da. Aren't you sleepy? I think it's about time to pack it up. I'm too young to call it quits on life just yet. That's not what I meant. Wait, are you knitting? Yes! I'm good at many things, especially with my hands. I can do just about anything with these puppies. Shovel. Guys, aren't people who are good at knitting supposed to make sweaters or something? What's the point of just making a flat square? You really are a clueless little brat. Quit bothering me, I can't concentrate. Oh yeah, then I'll just keep talking. I won't answer then. Fine by me. I'm happy talking to myself. What a childish brat. Line, Celine. Is it morning already? That it is. Did you sleep well? My body's a little stiff, but yeah. What are you doing sleeping here? Huh? Wait a sec. Where's that old lady? Old lady? Yeah. An obscene, cranky old lady was sitting right here. Didn't you see her? No. When we arrived, you were the only one here. What were you in this blanket? Blanket? This is... Dang it! She ran off again. Oh my. Calm down, Celine. What happened? Please, you gotta believe me. They shouldn't need to take your word for it. There should be cameras. Oh. So that's what happened. Sounds like you've been through quite an ordeal. She might show up again tonight. We'll stay here with you. That's right. Wasn't that big a deal, honestly. But I suppose it'd be nice to have you guys around. Alright, when today's service ends... Can you hear me? Miss Ingrid? Yeah, we can hear you clearly. I know it's sudden, but I need all members of Infinity Rail to report to my office immediately. Okay? It's the first train is about to depart. This is an urgent matter. Switch to automatic train operation. How long will this take? I can't say for sure, but it's going to take a while. This isn't going to end well. This concerns train operations on the surface. Oh. This won't end well. Brit needs to go. Celine should go too. Realistically, only Brit needs to go because Brit is the squad leader here, right? Or at least Brit is the responsible one in the squad. I don't know. The event so far is just kind of goofing around. I'll take it until we hit depression. This event's gonna end depressing. I'm calling it now. It's Nikke, and nothing this.
It was a great
Nothing lasts forever with this game and my feelings. Oh, yeah, I actually do need to get my hands out from this cloak. I'm basically using it like a blanket. What should we do? It sounds pretty urgent, so we should get going as soon as possible. You two should go. But Diesel is the... Oh, she is the leader. So it makes the most sense for me to stay. Yeah, it kind of does. Were you alright dealing with that passenger you mentioned earlier? The old lady? Of course. One more night with her isn't going to change anything. Besides, it's not like she's doing anything dangerous. So quit worrying about me. Alright. We'll contact the commander on the way and ask him to provide backup. What? You really shouldn't be doing that. Maybe until we get back. I was kind of hoping for an event without the commander here again. I kind of like those enough. Kind of like We Are Absolute. That would have been nice. After Diesel contacts me, I head to the train to help Celine. What are we doing? More tired than Celine, apparently. No, the commander doesn't need to be here. Commander shouldn't be here. I honestly think it would have been better if we actually got to see Celine get birthed from the AZX attack. I don't know. I just really think that would be interesting for the event. And the commander really isn't needed here. It just feels more like a detriment to add something that doesn't need to be here. I am only going to say this once, so listen up. See this tablet? It shows which seats are reserved and which are empty. If someone's sitting in a seat marked as empty, check their ticket. Got it? Sure, why not? If you encounter any rowdy passengers while walking through, politely tell them to quiet down. If it gets out of hand, there are security staff at each station to whom we can hand the matter over. Okay, sounds easy enough. Diesel and Britt are on a bunch of worry awards, and I told them I could handle this on my own. Anyway, just try not to screw anything up. No seat issues, no loud passengers. Nothing here. Things are surprisingly calm on the train. No troublemakers, and I don't see any fare dodgers. I'll take it. Just like Celine said, this is something she could have easily handled on her own. Until the old lady gets involved, right? Last train for the day, right? Yeah. Whew. What's she doing? I'm gonna announce this is the last train. Aren't the announcements usually pre-recorded? Usually, yeah, but the end of day announcement is always delivered live. And it's always Diesel who does it. Looks like you'll have to do it yourself today. That's right. Want some help? No, this is my job. I can do it. She's adorable. This is the last train service for today. Please ensure you've collected all your belongings before exiting. We thank you for traveling with us today and wish you a pleasant journey. Whew. So how was it? It was neat. That looked like fun. Really? See, I told you I could do it if I tried. Today's little bread are running pretty late though. Lily's probably wandering around here somewhere. Huh? Commander, I know you've been helping me all day, so I hate to ask this, but could you stick around for a little longer? Yeah, sure. Once we arrive at the depot, just follow me. Got it. I follow Celine's lead and head to the very last car of the train. There I find an elderly woman sitting. See, there she is again. She's been doing this for days now. Even if I tell her to leave, she refuses to go. What's up, knucklehead? I see you brought a handsome young man with you today. I'm not saying that. Yeah, I really don't think the commander needed to be here.
Compliment me when I take them down.
Thanks, Jackie. You're so good. I like dogs. And Jackie is one of the bestest doggies out there.
Mustard, how do you...
Granite Biscuit's the best. I have Biscuit on my
It was a great
keychain,
ride.
actually. I think I've mentioned that before. But I do have Biscuit on my keychain, and whenever I lose my keys, I get weird looks because I start saying, "Here, Biscuit, come here, girl." I do have a tiny little stand of Jackal on my desk, though. I like the doggos. Oh wait, we're already on number 5. 30 minutes in the stream. Yeah, that sounds about right. So you're 2 of my watchdogs today? You really slept like a log. That was... Today's announcement sounds different from usual. The other girl has such a pretty voice. You're stuttering and quivering like crazy. It sounded terrible. Stop flapping your gums and get lost. You've been hanging around here for 3 days straight. Don't you have any family waiting for you? Family? Who knows? Maybe things would have been better if I did. Don't you start with that pitiful act. I'm not falling for that this time. I know this may be hard to believe, but I'm still single. Got any decent guys to introduce me to? Frenia seems like a good catch. Oh my god. Wait, how many days has this bitch been doing this? Yep. Doesn't even listen to a single word I say. I mean, I don't either, but... Could you tell us your name? My name? It's Nora. Cool, cool. I'm Wolf. This is Celine. I didn't say you could tell her my name. Quite right. Now I learned a name I didn't even care about. Doesn't change the fact that you're still just a brat. Oh. Okay, Nora, what the fuck are you doing? No, it's all a little fuzzy. Maybe if you treat me to dinner, it'll jog my memory. Oh my god. Come on, Polly again, huh? Alright, you're calling this young man seems rather strange. You a Nikke? Yeah. What of it? This young man's your commander. Yeah. I see. Shh. Well, you got something against the Nikkes? Most people do. I haven't really thought about it. Now that you mention it, guess I'm not too fond of them. Wait, are we actually getting someone openly anti-Nikke? Hell yeah. We've been hearing how bad the arc is for ages. This is the one thing about world building for fantasy and fiction that always grinds my gears. If you're gonna set a specific species as discriminated against by society, you need to show it on some level. Nikke, this game does a good and bad job by giving us some of the vaguest and most unknowable laws out there. A good chunk of why like the Nikke squads are hidden is because the nymph and the inhibitor chips prevent them from attacking humans. So if the ACPU were revealed to be Nikke, it would cause a riot because Nikke are supposedly, well, for one, supposedly lower on the totem pole socially, but also the fact that then they could technically either A, they don't have their inhibitor chips like Perilous Siege, and they can do whatever shit they need to, and then people are going to be outraged that a Nikke can lay hands on a human, like what happened with Matisse, or B, they don't have their inhibitor chips undone, and everyone can just commit all the crimes in the world because the police force can't stop them. Those are the two options when it comes to squads like the ACPU being revealed publicly as an Nikke. But we don't really see too often in the populace, especially with Tetra existing and a lot of their Nikkes being so popular. I find it refreshing to see actual people disliking the group of people that the story says are actively disliked. Keep in mind, I adore a lot of these Nikkes. Again, I have a little standee for Jackal on my desk. I have a actually, I do have a Blanc thing right here on my desk too. It's not a stand. It's her winter costume on a little post-it card. I have my Nikke merch. I love this game. I love these characters, don't get me wrong. But I love it when the setting will actually show us the casual people don't like. What was I? Oh yeah, sorry. Sir Commander, you wanted me to get off this train too? Well, yeah. Get the fuck off. I see. This is the end of the line. Fine then. Since this strapping young lad, okay. You're actually leaving? Yeah. Seems this train can't take me where I need to go. What do you mean by that? Never you mind. I'm leaving. This lady's driving me insane. She's stubborn as hell, then she just up and leaves like it's nothing. Seriously, that old lady's gotta be nuts. This isn't the last we've seen of her. We're only halfway through the story. The rest will be sitting there again, acting like nothing ever happened. Alright. I forgot to give this back to her. That's not a blanket. Beats me. She spent all day knitting yesterday. She must have put it on me while I was sleeping. Isn't it hideous? I'll give it back tomorrow. Anyway, thanks for helping me out, Commander. Finally beat the old lady for once. Whew, I'm glad I could help. I mean, you didn't really beat her. You just brought someone else in who she didn't feel like saying no to, and then revealed you do have limitations for her to exploit.
Ready to fight down and never let go.
You got these, Jackal. I like dogs. I will apologize for nothing. Jackal deserves so much fucking better than Crow. Oh yeah, I should probably finish eating after. I'll finish eating after this event.
We had to use the mercy roll.
Oh boy. Sorry, Celine. Looks like we'll have to visit boss again today. Yeah, I guess these talks will take a bit longer than expected. That's not a problem. Go ahead, do what you gotta do. Huh? You seem awful chipper today. Yeah. That's because I finally got that old lady on leave yesterday. But she may be back again today. I'm glad to hear you got her to leave. We'll try finishing things up quickly if we can. The issues being discussed right now get implemented. I'm sure you'll be happy about it too. In the meantime, take care of the train as best you can. Got it. You can count on me. Ahem. This is the last train service for the day. Please ensure you've collected all. We thank you for traveling with us today and wish you a pleasant journey. Whew. That's way better than yesterday. Yesterday my voice was stuttering and quivering like nobody's business. I can't wait to shove this in that old lady's face. She's not on the train. Alright, let's get started. Car 1. No trash, no lost items. All clear. Lights out in car 1. One by one, the lights in the carriage start to go out. No issues here. Now for the last car. And it always takes the longest for the lights to go out. Celine continues down the aisle of the carriage. Come on, you old lady. She moves close to the back of the last row of seats. I knew you'd be here again. She turns to face the window seat at the end of the carriage. Just as Nobody's here. Huh. I get it. You're hiding somewhere to scare me, aren't you? Alright, come on out. She really not here? Now that I think about it, where could an adult even hide in this carriage? She really decided not to come. I finally shook her off. What a relief. So, can I really turn the lights off? The last light of the trains go out. Well, I still need to return that blanket. Commander, are you there? God damn it, you guys are gonna break my door. Commander, something's wrong. She hasn't shown up for days. Really? That sounds good to me. The old lady. The one who stayed on the train the other day and kept saying weird stuff. I thought she'd come back soon. But it's been almost a week. And she still hasn't shown up. I mean, yeah, that's what I would want personally, her to stop staying on there. If she wants to say goodnight, then that's one thing, but that's a little much, isn't it? I mean, of course I did, but she left me this blanket, and I still need to return it to her. And also, you're worried. Okay, fine, yes. I mean, think about it. That lady was a real spitfire. Even when I called the police, she kept coming back. Enough for her to suddenly vanish without a word. And especially considering her age. Can't help but wonder if something bad happened. You could call Polly for a wellness check. Polly knows her address. Why are you looking at me like that? Alright, let's find her. Really? Thank you, Commander. We literally call Polly, who knows where she lives. Maybe Maybe she is still taking the train at all. Maybe she is. Maybe she isn't. It's not like we can check every single passenger on every train. Passenger records? Maybe we can find her name there. Hey, you're right. I can look it up. It said her name was Nora, right? Yeah, she did. Let's go check right away. Okay. I still think we literally could have just gone to Polly. Should be found it. So it shows me the tablet. Displayed is a list of train times seen. We can't see full names? No, it's for privacy reasons. I respect that. Full names, ages, and addresses are partially censored by default. I mean, this is good. Even so, we might be able to find passengers with similar names. If we cross-check the names that match, we might work. What's wrong? Is it too much to ask? I like how motivated you are. That is actually nice. Let's give it a shot. It's also nice to actually see Celine do anything. Like, I know the meme that I have done a lot personally too is that everyone just forgets she exists, but it's nice to see her do anything with her life. Oh, right. So you may use the passageway between carriages to make phone calls. Names that end with a seat C37. Yeah. Oh, but what a beautiful view. Gotta take lots of pictures. Nope, not her. I mean, literally at this, whatever. We're just gonna let it play. Not her. Celine and I spend the entire day going around the train, checking the seats of passengers with similar names. But we can't find Nora. This is the last train service for today. Please ensure you've collected all your belongings before exiting. We thank you for traveling with us today and wish you a pleasant journey. Wait, are Diesel and Brid still gone? It's been a week! What the fuck are they talking about with Ingrid? I don't know what's going on, but Diesel and Brid are... Holy shit, they are. Ooh. I started a whole bunch on the first day and that old lady made fun of me. If she heard me now, she'd be shocked. I do kind of like Sully in here. Anyway, we'll call it a day and resume the search tomorrow. Alright. Once again, the last lights on the train go out quickly.
I'll get rid of it at once. To protect Blanc no matter what happens.
Of course, anything for you. And then we go into number 7.
Let's play fairly.
Are you getting the hang of at least remembering what the story goes through? Sorry again for how tired I am. I was thinking about rescheduling for another time, but that would just never happen, knowing me. And I like doing these live. It's more fun for me, and I hope fun for someone else who needs to see this before it goes into the archive.
Guess this makes me a good luck charm, doesn't it?
You're an amazing good luck charm. I honestly, as a fun fact, for those of you who missed it, Nikke actually did do a collab with the San Diego Padres on June 10th. Me and one of my friends ended up driving all the way down there to watch the game live. I have one of the t-shirts. I think I talked about this on the channel before, but the game was insane. They ended up winning with like 10 points to 1 or something. It was wild and it was fun. Blanc and Noir, great luck. I hope they do it again. On the principle of I would love to see more Nikke stuff happen. But I would hate for it to happen again because that was just such an expensive day between the gas and the actual game. And then just how long it fucking took us to get there because, yeah, we could have flown. I didn't want to fly. I don't like flying. That was literally just our day, and then we drove home that night. So this less time than getting there because traffic wasn't as bad, thankfully, but it was our entire day going down there to watch the game. It was fun, though. Anyway, we keep going. This won't do. We don't even know if she's still running. We can't rely on this half-baked information. We ask Polly to do a wellness check. I'm sorry. I am enjoying this event enough so far with lighthearted beginnings. I'm still waiting for the gut punch at the end. But for the love of God, this is just a simple ask Polly for help. You've already talked to her before. You can just say you want to do a wellness check. It's not that fucking hard. Ah, I know. We can talk. Thank you! She took the old lady home once. That was literally the first thing I thought of. We can find out where she lives. Let's go. I don't get me wrong, I like the event so far enough. What? Why can't you help us? Police officer can't indiscriminately share a citizen's personal information. It's against the law. Well, okay, but it's just she left this blanket behind, so I thought I should return it to her. I see. Give it to me. I'll treat it like a lost item. I can't do that. Someone left this behind on the train, so it's up to me to return it to her. I'm just scared something bad might have happened to her. She's pretty old after all. Alright, I understand. You mean you'll tell me her address? I'd love to help, but I don't know her address What? Really? That day I only escorted her up to the alley entrance. She insisted she could walk on her own from there. So I gave her a life alarm and let her go on her way. Oh, you mean those oh, she has a life alert? Correct. But we haven't received any signal from it. So I don't think anything serious has happened to her, or she just had a stroke without it on her. I can point you in the direction of that alley. That's about all I can do for you. Thanks a million, Polly. Don't mention it, Commander. If you sense anything is amiss, contact me right away. Yeah, that's the plan. Later, let's go quick. Celine grabs my wrist and starts running.
Don't underestimate me just because I'm a student.
Her real address is in here.
Gotta reload and advance.
She also never especially said Polly took her home yesterday when she was talking about that. Or ever, really. I kind of wish this was going on for a longer period of time before the commander got involved. I kind of wish the commander never got involved. But I wish it was going on for a longer period of time before she stopped. That would really cement this as a pattern for Celine and give her a real reason to care when it's over, as opposed to just the 3 days and then wellness check. Probably really should have ran a wellness check, though. You can't walk around chatting her, right? I don't think the neighbors would be happy. You're right. Let's just wait here. Maybe she'll pass by. Okay. Celine fiddles with the blanket, constantly scanning her surroundings. Oh, is that her? No. Celine? Yes. Oh, that's... Wait, no, that's a guy. Why are you so determined to find her? What do you mean? You barely know her. The few times you've seen her, all she's done is make your life difficult. Like, again, this is why it should have gone on for more than 3 days. If it was more than 3 days, we would have established a better pattern of relationship. Or at least a better pattern for why this matters to her so much. Because then it would be consistent, and it would be one of those animosity relationships that you love to hate each other. Something like that. I'm still I'm very tired right now, I'm sorry. And I'm staring at my asada fries, wishing I was still eating them, but I want to do this damn event. Yeah. It's because you don't know? Not really, no. Do I need a reason? Yeah, maybe worth taking some time to think over. Maybe the community is right. They are related. Wait, hang on. Just take out the only late night. Okay. An idea. Just an idea that I think would be great. Solene is Nora's mother. She is the one who we saw that original perspective from. Dies in the AZX train bombing. Becomes a Nikke, and Nora is her daughter who is trying to figure out what happened to her mother now that she suspects she's a Nikke. That is the theory. If I am right, I am clipping this and I'm going to laugh my ass off. We don't see anyone resembling Nora. Maybe she took a tumble inside her house and couldn't physically press the life alarm. Or a recluse and hasn't come out. I guess that'd be a relief. Good grief. I haven't met such a stubborn old lady in a long time. Eh? Excuse me? This woman you just mentioned, was she dressed en saintly and had long hair? Yeah, that's right. Do you know her? I believe it's the woman that I'm looking for. Where is she? Oh, this is perfect timing. Maybe you'll be able to get her through her. Something wrong? Follow me. The guard leads us to the entrance of a building's rooftop. Huh? She's here. Yeah, no matter how much I ask her to come down, she won't budge. I'll wait down here while you try to talk some sense into her. You're not coming with us? No, I'm tapping out. I've already had it up to here with that lady. Up to you two now. Respectable. Very respectable, honestly. How much did she put him through? Alright, here we go. Wait. Move your ass. That's just such a good view of the arc. Celine's covering it. There we go. That is such a nice view of the arc, and I adore it. Sorry, I just really wanted to see that. Can't see well, it's too dark. Do you see her? Hey, old lady. Nora is perched precariously on the edge of the rooftop railing. Oh, she's about to commit suicide. So this is where our daily dose of depression is.
Who'd win? Gotta reload and advance. Tear them apart. I'm hitting a home run.
Aim for the target. Maximum output. Fire!
Well, we have our daily dose of depression. I'm kind of hoping my theory about Solene being Nora's mom is true, because it would be so interesting and actually adds so much to her character if we get to see her previous family.
Class is over. What do you say we go back and enjoy the festival again?
That sounds lovely. I probably won't. What are you doing? Get down from there. Oh goodness, you scared me. What are you screaming like a banshee for? I'm just sitting here enjoying myself. Aren't you the dunder-headed train assistant? What are you doing here? Never mind that. Just get down from there, will you? Jeez Louise, I finally managed to get that guard off my back, and now you come rolling in. Why can't people just leave me alone? What if I refuse to come down? What then? You're gonna call the police on me again? No. I'm not gonna call anyone. So please, just come down so we can talk, okay? Why do you look so nervous? You were kind of sitting in a dangerous place lately. I don't need to be here, admittedly. Dangerous? Oh. I see. I can see why people would see this and get the wrong idea. Alright, I'll come down. Oop. Be careful. Whoopsie daisy, my foot slipped. Yeah, that's not a problem, see? I made it down safe at the— Oh my god, you bitch. You crazy? You think this is funny? I thought you were about to do something drastic. What's gotten into you? Why are you crying all of a sudden? Oh, come on, stop crying. I'm not good at dealing with people when they cry. He looks at me flustered. I raise my arms and make a reassuring patting motion. What a mess. Looking uncertain, or awkwardly reaches with both arms. After a moment's hesitation, she settles on using one hand to give Celine a rough pat on the head. Alright, that's enough crying. Only then can I make sense of what you're saying. Should be the one talking. You owe us an explanation. The hell are you thinking doing something that dangerous here? Why should I have to explain myself to you? You're the ones who came after me. I was just minding my own business. Yeah. Dang it, you got a point. Which only makes it more annoying. What's with you two coming up here and ganging up on me? And I'm not doing shit. I can't explain it, but when you stopped coming, I got worried. I wondered if something had happened to you, or if I had been too rude before. On this blanket, why'd you leave it behind? I waited for you to come back, but you never did. After because it's yours, you numbskull. I mean, this is a gift. Yeah. If you're hell bent on returning it, I won't stop you. No, you said it was meant for me after all. So let me get this straight. You got attached to me, and when I didn't show up, you got all worked up, right? Listen, kiddo, I'm no spring chicken, but I'm not as frail as you seem to think. And is it because I look like your late grandma or something? I certainly hope not. I can't stand that cliche. You... Swear to God. Swear to God. After what the commander said, I started thinking about what I wanted to find you. It's just, every time I saw you sitting in that empty train station, staring at the window with a dejected look in your eye, you seemed just so sad. Our train, the AZX, is supposed to be something that brings joy to people. It's supposed to bring people from point A to point B. Why are you up here on this rooftop, sitting on the ledge with that same sorrowful look? I mean, to be fair, that is a lovely type of view of the Ark right there. I would sit on that rooftop, and I'm afraid of heights. Kill them all, Jackal. Rip the flesh from their bones.
So exciting!
Sorry, you've already heard how much I absolutely want to give Jackal hugs and head pats.
Class is over.
Alright, we're almost there.
We go back and enjoy the festival again.
I had you pegged for a long-haired girl and you had to yell at people. Turns out you've got a brain between those ears after all. Alright, where should I start? Can't recall how many years it's been since I came to the... I'm letting it play out, and then I'm yelling. Back then, traveling the world was everything to me, but that life came to a complete halt the moment I entered the Ark. Hit the nail on the head, young man. Show me something. What? Have you ever been to the surface? I've been there. Ran over a heretic with a train. Well, never really counted. I'm jealous. Just once would have been enough for me. But I never got that chance. That's why I've never really liked the Nikke. They could easily get something that's forever out of my grasp. It's not like we're there on vacation. We risk our lives up there. I was willing to risk my life as well. In order to reach the surface, I'd gladly put my life on the line. It's always my dream to take my last breath up there, even if that means being torn apart by a rapture. Why don't you become a Nikke then? Thank you, Celine! When I was young, I still held on to the hope that this would all be resolved soon. By the time I realized that wasn't going to be the case, I was too old to become— Wait! There's an age limit? What? There are female commanders now. When I was younger, it was a position reserved solely for men. Understandable at that point too, especially since the main reason we have Nikke in the first place is because there were too few men to be able to properly experiment on for how to do the Nikkification process. So men would have still been the more experienced ranks in the military versus the more female population leading into the Nikke. Which makes sense. Yeah, just like I said, there is more of an experienced few there, leading to that being the cultural norm and probably more of a written rule at that point, since you would need X amount of experience, which only the men would have had, and then it just continues on that process with the women becoming Nikke and the men becoming commanders, which is a position that they need less of than the Nikke overall, since you need one commander per squad. So it's about a 1-to-3 ratio with how we know squads have a max of 3 members. Yeah, I'm gonna yell in a minute. Don't get me wrong, because I am pissed off now. I convinced myself that this was my punishment, so I tried to resign myself to my fate. But now that the end's near, I suppose I wanted to make one last ditch effort and wondered if riding the train might take me where I needed to go. Perhaps. After all, the train is the only real means of transportation here inside the Ark. I mean, there are cars. Quickly realized how much of a fool I was being so stopped. Did a cruel thing to you, kid. And what were you doing on the rooftop? Just looking at the sky. When you look up at the sky from a high place, you feel a greater sense of freedom. It reminds me of the old days, even though the sky here isn't real. Hey, what's with the long faces? Coming to the Ark was my choice. So it allowed me to live this long. I've experienced my fair share of joy and happiness throughout my life. Not only that, but I'm still making new friends even at this age. You want to be my friend? Why wouldn't I? Make someone qualified to be your friend anyway. I've really never thought about that before.
Having shared experiences you can look back on. I'd say chatting on an empty chain checks that box. Making plans together. Alright, let's meet again on the last train 1 week from now. See you then. Really? You'll come? Sure. Thanks for coming to find me, Soline. You remembered my name? Of course. Not that far gone. It's real pretty and well made. Wasn't it just a flat square? You remember that? How petty. Oh, yeah, I was looking away a bit there. I'm still pissed off. I'm happy the event's actually giving us a more lighthearted thing, but she should not be alive. We are once again just playing around with the concept of how long humans can live and how long we've actually been inside this goddamn box. I am very pissed off about this part. We'll go into the last mission soon. Don't get me wrong. I just want to yell for a minute. Because there is absolutely no fucking reason she should still be alive 100 years later. Don't get me wrong. With the 100 years being the rough estimate from when the Ark doors closed, yes, there are 100% people alive from the pre-time. I don't like that because I personally would have rathered the story have everyone who was around in the pre-time be a goddamn corpse to really cement the longevity of the war against the Raptures and how the Ark culture is a thing. But barring that, what I find stupid about this decision is how when they originally were talking about her, they made her sound more like a young woman. Or not even a younger woman, probably closer to her 30s overall with how much traveling she was said to have been doing. So going through school, going through adulthood, gathering the funds. Mid-20s to early 30s would be where I'm placing her age limit. And then Operation Ark Guardian hits. She goes down into the Ark. Okay. Why she was chosen, even the selection process for the Ark. I want to know one of these days because I have no idea if it's anything like the Vault-Tec selection process, but that's another mess. What angers me now is that she would have to be approximately 140 years old based on the timeline of events that we currently have. At the earliest, I could buy her being 120. But even then, humans don't really live that long on average. Give me a fucking second. The longest living female and the longest living person in history was Jeannie Calment, a French woman who lived to be 122 years old. Possible? Yeah, but to look that spry still? God, no. You would look more like the guy who was in the vault in the Stellar Blade collab. Like, yeah, it's possible with medical technology and the arcs, I guess. It just annoys me, especially for the type of story Nikke is. I want, more than anything, I really wanted a longer timeline between Ark Guardian and the present. Because 100 years is too short a time frame for all of these big cultural things we have in the Ark today. And it just annoys the hell out of me. I'm sorry, it really just does. It's hard to always contextualize why this is something I'm so adamant about in the story. But just from a keeping the story, how it feels, because it's supposed to feel very much like this is a hopeless society that's been stuck here forever. That's why I think at least doubling that time frame, because from there you have about 8 generations who've been in the arc total. No one alive from the before times. As is, it's just annoying the shit out of me. Especially someone who looks like she's in her 70s to 80s. From just looking at her character's sprite. Who is a goddamn grown enough woman to travel around during the original days. That's why we should have made this Celine's daughter who was looking for her instead of the actual traveler from the beginning. That would have been such a cool twist and so fun, and explain why Celine is so adamant about her not being a child. Her Nikke body being a representation of when she was younger and able to travel everywhere, while her mind is not fully sure about why her body idealized that to make it. And keeps insisting, I am not a fucking child, I am an adult, because she was an older woman when she would have passed away in Crow's attack. Rant's over. It was incoherent for some of it, I'm sure, but I wanted to yell, so I yelled. Oh, you managed to convince her to come down? She wouldn't budge an inch when I was talking to her. Shut your trap, will you? I understand that you may have been uncooperative, but it's not right to leave someone alone sitting on the ledge like that. What are you talking about? I didn't know she was near the ledge. Hey lady, you told me you were just going up to the roof for some fresh air. That's exactly what I was doing. I wanted to enjoy the breeze for a bit before heading back down. Something happened to you, I'd be out of a job. So, you could find another one. You managed to convince this stubborn old hag to come down anyway. It wasn't easy, but it was a fun challenge. She actually makes a lot of good points. But I'm gonna apologize on her behalf. Come on, Nora. Yeah. Celine and Nora head off side by side. That is cute, though. A few days later. What's going on? Why am I so nervous? It's like you're in love. What are you talking about? I'm just worried. That's all. What if she doesn't show up? Maybe prepared a gift. Well, what kind of gift? It's a little embarrassing to show, but since you're the commander... Here. You think she'll like it? I thought it would be a nice gesture in return for the blanket. I think she'll like it. Really? That's a relief. Alright, it's time. Commander, just a moment. Ahem. This is the last train service for today. Please ensure you've collected all your belongings before exiting. The train about to expire. For those who are already happy, and for those who may be feeling down, we hope you'll carry that happiness with you when you disembark. We thank you for traveling with us today and wish you a pleasant journey. So, how was it? It was perfect. Thanks. Well, shall we go meet Nora? Yeah, let's do it. Okay, car 1, no crash, no lost items, all clear. Well, I sent in car 1, one after another. Yep, one by one, the lights in the carriages start to go out, and then... Whew! Last car. I'm going in. The commander really added nothing to this event. Celine walks in confidently toward the spot where Nora always sat before. There in that seat. There you are. Really done a bit thick with that announcement, don't you think? A familiar face appears. She almost looks like Cruella de Vil. Anyone else notice that? Just me? Probably is just me, but I really feel like she looks like Cruella de Vil a bit. Or at least her design was inspired by... Hey, maybe she will become a not a Tetraline. Maybe she'll become an Elysion Nikke at the end of the hard mode. Okie dokie. Nora. Really came. Of course I did. Realize it hasn't exactly been long, but how have you been? I see. What's with you? Why are you acting like a nervous puppy? It's just, well, I thought it wouldn't feel right not to give you something in return for the blanket. So I prepared a gift. Oh, looks like we had the same idea. I also prepared something. What? So that means I'll be getting 2 gifts from you. So what? We're friends, aren't we? Not all gifts have to be material, you know. Anyway, it was a bit cringy, but no, it was a pretty solid announcement. I take it you did that for me? No. I made that announcement for all the passengers on our train. Okay, if you say so. Yeah, take this. Nora hands Celine a large paper bag. Oh, what's that? It's huge. I wonder what's inside. It's a piece of shit. Told you, I'm pretty good with my hands. Took a lot of work to get that done. Oh, that's the outfit that she got released today. Be right back. Celine dashes into another carriage. That is actually kind of neat, making this entire event lead up to the costume, to the alt. What'd you give her? New uniform. The one she's wearing now is too dull and doesn't suit her at all. So I made something a little brighter for her. Yeah, that must have taken a lot of work. Yeah, not at all. In fact, it felt good to really focus on something again. Back in my traveling days, I'd cook my own meals and tailor my own clothes. It was always good with my hands, so I decided to make a living out of it. I'm in the process of closing up shop, so I'm glad I can make this one before the curtain call. Okay, let's see it. That is actually cute. And it changed the face, too. How do I look? Oh, yeah, I actually really do like that outfit. It looks nice on her. Oh. Does it suit me? Yeah, it looks great. Really? Fucked with her face, but I would have guesstimated the size, but it looks like I've still got it. You look beautiful. Thank you so much. I never thought I'd receive a gift like this. Well, it wouldn't make sense for you to expect it. Oh, deep breaths now, Celine. Nora. Yes? This might not seem like much compared to the blanket and this outfit, but I did prepare a gift for you two. Is that our image for the event? I might actually use that for the winter season because that is adorable. What's this? Train ticket. Yep. But the destination is blank. That's right. The AZX was built to travel on the surface. However, that doesn't mean it can take ordinary people up there. The AZX can only head up to the surface under the special circumstances. But if, and this is a big if, the day comes where we can go to the surface again, go ahead and write your destination on that ticket. And if you do, we'll take you there. Promise. You mean I can use this ticket to go back? Yeah. I don't know when it'll happen. It might take an incredibly long time. But I promise. AZX conductors never break their promises to passengers. That's alright. I've gotten used to waiting. Spent decades waiting without a shred of hope. There's even the tiniest sliver of possibility I can wait as long as it takes. Thank you, Celine. You've given me a reason to keep going. Can't thank you enough. Nora presses her forehead against the ticket Celine has given her, as if she's praying. Are you crying? Oh jeez, don't do that. I'll start crying too. Who said I was crying? That's true, but I'm not crying. I ran out of tears a long, long time ago. This is a traditional greeting from the country I used to live in. Oh, god damn it. I took her away for a second. People are spamming my phone. Give me a sec. Okay, there we go. Woo. I'm not kidding. It's a traditional greeting. If you place your forehead against an object, it imbues it with a soul. If you do the same with a person, it blesses them.
Oh, that's fascinating.
Yeah, it's almost gone now, but this world used to be filled with so many cultures and traditions. If I ever get the chance, I'd love to share what I've learned in my travels. Please do. Tell me everything. Seeing your eyes sparkle like that reminds me of my younger days. It's been ages since I felt blood pumping through my veins like this. I'm ready to face a... Yeah. Okay, her voice is killing me. Now keeps its lights on brightly after the last service has ended. It seems to invite those who are lost to come in any time and help themselves to a dose of happiness before leaving. I actually do like that I did that for the blank ticket. Okay, final thoughts on the event for part one thoughts, I guess, because Hard Mode will come out next week and we'll reevaluate what I'm thinking. I goddamn hate her backstory. This is the cutest fucking image ever. I need this as a background now. I love this music too. I adore this music. Okay, I need to see it. What? I still might equip it. That is fucking adorable. Then we'll deal with that next week. I'm gonna go back to ranting about the Arc Guardian again. Just why? Because I can and because it pisses me off. She should not be alive anymore. I know people were talking about them having a familiar relationship, especially with the hair colors. Oh my god, this actually really is adorable. Just looking at her like that, and then her just sitting seriously like that. I don't hate the connection that they have of being friends. I hate her backstory of how old she is, though. Because it does not make sense for what we are watching. Especially with the timeline we are going with. The timeline is literally killing me. Every goddamn time shift up says anything about the timeline, it always feels like it's too tightly woven. And another problem too, if they actually expanded it up to 300 years, if they gave us like a 300-year gap between modern day and Arc Guardian, you want to know what we would have? We would have so much room to play that it would absolutely be fun. Oh, hi, Soda. That was the second event I ever did. Because as a fun fact for those of you who don't know, the Bunny Girl... Like the Bunny Girl event, the first one for those, not like the Blanca Noir event. Because those I consider a little different. But the first Coin Rush coin game event that had Bunny Soda and Bunny Alice was immediately after the Crown Kingdom. It was either that or Claymore. I'm pretty sure it was the Bunny Girl event. Because I loved that and then I hated Claymore. I was disturbed by that Bunny Soda. I went off topic. Either way, we would have so much room to play around with if we had that time period between Arc Guardian and present day, but we just don't. They don't give us any wiggle room. They don't give the characters that level of detachment from the surface. If we had that level, if we had a detachment from the surface, it would make it so much more interesting to talk about surface reclamation as something that no one has seen. Oh, god damn it, no. You know what this is? This is further proof Anderson's the legendary commander. Because Anderson is still alive and probably got even better medical treatment than that bitch. And likely got cryo-slept for a decade or 5. And is back in power. Yeah, because now that we know humans can have existed for that long, they definitely did. Wait, but how is the Cat food done? Because Splendiman is basically soily and green. Oh my... One of my friends got me stuck on saying that. Yeah, there is like a 100% chance that Splendiman is people ground up and processed in a specific way. There's no additional way that could have happened for that nutrient. So if people are still alive from that time frame, then there's really no reason. Then there shouldn't be food in the arc. We should honestly be seeing shorter life expectancy as well. Because while, yeah, they have an amazing degree of medical technology, they also have such cramped and cruel living conditions that results in unhappier people, more stress on the bodies, and higher mortality rates earlier on.
Ready?
So while, yeah, some species flourish in captivity, humans, I don't think are one. Any biologist who wants to correct me, feel free to link me their studies. But it doesn't fit. It doesn't track.
Ready?
There are so many contradicting theories out there, and then this coming up just really annoys the shit out of me. We're gonna stop talking about that now, though, because I am already very annoyed at it, and I don't think anyone really wants to hear me rant for another hour about the exact same 5 words. So instead, we're gonna talk about actually the content of the event for a second. It was cute. I thought it was adorable. Celine was having a good time with her new friend. I think the outfit is adorable. I have half a mind to roll for it again right now. I'm gonna wait till next week if I do, because it's adorable. But I already read it. It's going to be available in the general pool, and because of that, I don't need it. I can wait. As much as I want it, because that is adorable. Oh my god, that's even cuter. She's adorable. I love it. I don't need it because, again, she will be available in general pool. Liberalia would be more valuable if I wanted to piss away my tickets. Nah, I'm trying to save gems for the most part, especially with Holiday coming up. The limited units are going to be fun. Either way, her outfit's adorable. I've already heard that her kit is like the most mid thing in the world. It exists. I think it'll probably be pretty useful to pair with Mary for dual burst ones, because they're both 40-second burst ones with heal ups. So it basically just be alternating for their own heals, and since she does increase everyone's max HP, would probably help with. Would probably help with something like that. I do want to say, Naga is also very interesting in how strong she is, especially since she has 2 Nikke to work with. This is just turning into a different conversation for a bit now, but whatever, my brain is wandering, and most people have probably clicked off by now in the VOD anyway. I do think Naga's utility doesn't just come from how strong she is on the surface, because she's amazingly strong, don't get me wrong. But Naga also pairs perfectly fine with 2 burst 1s or 2 burst 2s, so you have wiggle room to maneuver her a lot more than someone like... Well, Blanca is honestly probably still up there in the sense where you can partner her with Rouge or Noir, but it's still a lot more limiting, even though she also has the 2 options she works well with. Granted, I am having a lot of fun with Blanca Noir Tia teams. I think those are just genuinely fucking hilariously strong. Especially when you can get the shotgun buff on Naga. Anyway though. No, Naga's just powerful because she's really good with buffing on the front of Tia or Crown work amazingly well with her. Celine here on the other hand doesn't really get as cool a buff. She just kind of sits there and looks pretty. But the overall raising of max HP will help some Nikke who need that max HP. Like Mary, since I think Mary heals from her pool of the caster. That would probably be very useful. There's a lot of ways that can be good. Oh, probably Helm too, actually, for the burst 3.
Please wait a little longer.
Could be. Not anchor or mask here because both the maids on these two have 40-second cooldowns, so you need to pair them with another, which would make the team impossible to work unless you only had 1 versus 3, which no one should run a 1 versus 3 team. I'm sorry, it should not happen. Please don't do that ever. Wipe them off the map, girls, please. Thank you. All the good shit. Rappy Red Hood, kill it. Rappy Red Hood, kill it. Remind me why I keep you around. There we go. What else about the event can I really talk about right now? I'll definitely do another talk about it during hard mode next week, but after I've had time to settle down. I really do think we needed more time with them together to really set up that, oh no, she's gone now. I wanted to spend more time with her. That would have felt so much more meaningful if she'd been fucking around there for like a week. I do respect that Soline used her brain while handling the situation. I definitely think it could have been done a little differently, a little better overall, but we get what we get. We don't get upset. I'm gonna do my advisings now. Commander really didn't need to be there. Just like at all. The commander just kind of sat. Ow, 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 ow. Give me a second. Ow. Sorry, my hair caught on my headphones. Yeah, no, the commander did not need to be there. But he was anyway. It's whatever at this point. I kind of want more events where the commander isn't involved. Especially after seeing We Are Absolute and looking at the Annie events again. Because there are a lot of cool ways that can work. He really didn't need to be there. We could have had more time between Soline first meeting Nora and that happening. I'm perfectly fine with the relationship they had, though. I think that them just becoming friends over the course of the event, Nora just being that older woman who's being kind of bitchy and then finds that younger friend. I think it's cute. I love the wall art from that. It's adorable. It's perfect. It's fine. My biggest complaints for the event are really just, again, we didn't have enough time for them to build up that relationship before Nora fucked off. And the commander existing didn't need to be there. Other than that, we'll see if my opinions change as on either of those by next week. As it is, I hope you have a good day. Hopefully your rolls are better than mine. Have a good one.